All right. Hello. Good afternoon. Uh, Back to StreamYard again. For some reason, my OBS doesn't seem to want to work, but we'll ignore that for the time being. So, welcome to the Free Association Radio Show on Sunday afternoon. It's 2:30, and StreamYard's got better since the last time I used it. Last time I used it was August last year, by the look of what's sitting in the background there, and I haven't used it since. I was subscribed for a while, and I was using it as a little bit, not too much, and I got caught up with OBS, but OBS is causing me problems now, so I'm now back to this. But I'm not a subscriber anymore, so you're gonna have to put up with the logo in the top corner. I'm sure I can live with it for the time being. So what have we got to do today? I'm just going to ramble for 10 minutes. So I've been up to Stand in the Park this morning. I went for some breakfast at the People's Kitchen, which is the local community centre slash soup kitchen. And then I went up to Stand in the Park at 10 o'clock, which in my case is Leazes Park in Newcastle upon Tyne in the UK. But that Stand in the Park is all over the world. So if you do want to make a difference and do a bit of networking on a Sunday morning, 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning in just about every major city in the world, go for astandinthepark.org is their website. Anyway, we've had a conversation about what's going on in the world, which is what we normally do up there. It's mostly about sharing resources or sharing stories, and it can be a good conversation, or sometimes it can be a not so good conversation. But today was quite reasonable. We were talking about whether germ theory is a thing or not. My position is that germ theory philosophically is not a position. I don't I don't see the philosophical justification for viruses or germs being a cause of disease. On a physical level, yeah, there's something going on, but it may or may not be caused by a virus or a bacteria. We make assumptions about stuff all the time, so I think there's a big assumption involved in that I'm not prepared to make until somebody comes up with some actual evidence. Because an association, correlation is not causation, as they used to say back in the days when science was a real thing. And just because you find a virus with the symptoms of a disease doesn't mean the virus caused the disease. In my world, at least, that's a reasonable way to look at the world. I'm not sure how much people agree with me, and I'm looking at bioweapons as well. So I'm actually taking two contradictory positions. I'm saying philosophically viruses don't exist, but on a physical level, we're using them as bioweapons, so they must exist on a physical level. So I'm contradicting myself without even trying, really, which is often the case with me. I do all these things and then I talk myself into something and then talk myself out of it again, usually within about the next 6 months. But anyway, that's where we were this morning at Stand in the Park. Anyway, it was an interesting conversation. I recommend the meetings. It won't cost you anything, and you'll meet people who do good work, who are prepared to stand up and be counted. And I recommend it anyway. That's kind of enough for now.